Forces and laws of motion. Newton's third law of motion, numericals. And now for the most exciting part of the lesson. Word problems. Let's do this. Read the question of solved example 9.6 on page 124 and understand the story and what you are asked to find out. What do you have to find out? Recoil velocity of the pistol, Vp. What is given? Mass of the bullet mb, velocity of the bullet Vb, mass of the pistol mp. How will you do it? Law of conservation of momentum. What are the steps to follow? Set up law of conservation of momentum. P before firing is equal to P after firing. Before firing for the bullet, MBUB, pistol MPUP. After firing for the bullet MBVB and for the pistol MPVP. Now before firing, MB is equal to 20 grams, UB is equal to 0 meters per second. MP is equal to 2 kilograms, UP is equal to 0 meters per second. After firing, MB is equal to 20 grams, VB is equal to 150 meters per second. MP is equal to 2 kilograms. We have to find out VP. MBUB plus MPUP is equal to MBVB plus MPVP. Now you can solve it. Read the solution given in the textbook. You can see that the final answer that we get, which is the velocity of the pistol, is negative. What does that tell you? That the direction of movement of the pistol is opposite to that of the bullet. Let's do this. Go through solved example 9.7 on page 125 carefully and understand the method of solving. Go through solved example 9.8 on page 126 carefully and understand the method of solving. Try to solve in-text question 3 on page 126. What do you have to find out? Recoil velocity of the rifle Vr. What is given? Mass of the bullet mb, velocity of the bullet Vb, mass of the rifle Mr. How will you do it? Law of conservation of momentum. What are the steps to follow? Set up law of conservation of momentum. P before firing and P after firing. Before firing for bullet MB and UB, after firing for bullet MB and VB. Before firing for rifle MR and UR, after firing for rifle MR and VR. MB is equal to 50 grams, UB is equal to 0 meters per second, VB is equal to 35 meters per second, MR is equal to 4 kgs, UR is equal to 0 meters per second, VR is equal to. That's what we have to find out. MBUB plus MRUR is equal to MBVB plus MRVR. Now you can solve it. First, you check the units and solve. Therefore, 0.05 into 0 plus 4 into 0 is equal to 0.05 into 35 plus 4 into VR. Therefore, minus 4 into VR is equal to 0.05 into 35. Therefore, VR is equal to minus 0.0375 meters per second. The recoil velocity of the rifle is 0.0375 meters per second, opposite to the direction of the bullet. Let's do this. Try to solve in-text question 4 on page 127. What do you have to find out? Velocity of the second object V2. What is given? Mass of the first object M1, initial velocity of first object U1, final velocity of first object V1, mass of the second object M2, initial velocity of second object U2. How will you do it? Law of conservation of momentum. M1 U1 plus M2 U2 is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. m1 is equal to 100 grams, m2 is equal to 200 grams, u1 is equal to 2 meters per second, u2 is equal to 1 meters per second, v1 is equal to 1.6 meters per second. We have to find v2. Check the units and solve. Therefore, we get 0.1 into 2 plus 0.2 into 1 is equal to 0.1 into 1.67 plus 0.2 into v2. 0.2 plus 0.2 is equal to 0.167 plus 0.2 into v2. Therefore, 0.4 minus 0.167 is equal to 0.2 into v2. Therefore, v2 is equal to 1.165 meters per second. Therefore, the velocity of the second object is 1.165 meters per second. Let's do this. Try to solve question 6 on page 128. What do you have to find out? Force of friction Ff. What is given? Mass of the object m, initial velocity u, final velocity v, distance travelled s. How will you do it? First, find a using v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Then find ff using f is equal to ma. Now come on, solve it. We are given m is equal to 1 kg, u is equal to 20 meters per second, v is equal to 0 meters per second, s is equal to 50 meters. We have to find the force. Check units and solve. Therefore, we get v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Therefore, 0 square minus 20 square is equal to 2a into 50. Therefore, minus 400 is equal to 100a. A is equal to minus 4 meters per second square. Now, F is equal to ma. Therefore, F is equal to 1 into minus 4. Therefore, F is equal to minus 4 newtons. Therefore, Ff is equal to 4 newtons. Force of friction is equal and opposite to the force causing motion. The force of friction is 4 newtons. Let's do this. Try to solve question 7 on page 128. ME is equal to 8000 kg, MW is equal to 2000 kg each. FE is equal to 40,000 newtons, FF is equal to 5000 newtons. What is the acceleration and what is the force? How will you do it? 1. Find net force F, which is equal to Fe minus FF. 2. F is equal to ma. Now, come on, solve it. First, check the units and solve. 1. Net force F is equal to Fe minus FF, which is equal to 40,000 newtons minus 5,000 newtons, which is equal to 35,000 newtons. Therefore, F is equal to 35,000 newtons. 2. F is equal to ma. Find out the total mass that the engine is pulling. M is equal to 2000 kg into 5, which is equal to 10,000 kg. Therefore, 35,000 is equal to 10,000 into A. Therefore, A is equal to 3.5 meters per second square. Let's do this. Try to solve question 14 on page 129. What do you have to find out? Distance travelled by the bullet S. Force by wood on the bullet, that is Fw on B. What is given? Mass of bullet mb, bullet velocity ubvb, time t. How will you do it? 1. Find A using v is equal to u plus at. Then find s using v square minus u square is equal to 2as. 2. Then find f using f is equal to ma. Now come on, solve it. mb is equal to 10 grams. UB is equal to 150 meters per second, VB is equal to 0 meters per second, t is equal to 0.03 seconds, we have to find s and f. Check the units and solve. V is equal to u plus at. Therefore, 0 is equal to 150 plus a into 0.03. Therefore, 0.03 into a is equal to minus 150. Therefore, a is equal to minus 5000 meters per second square. Now, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Therefore, 0 square minus 150 square is equal to 2 into minus 5000 into s. Therefore, 22,500 is equal to 10,000 into s. Therefore, s is equal to 2.25 meters. Now, f is equal to m into a. Therefore, f is equal to 0.01 into minus 5000. Therefore, F is equal to minus 50 newtons. Let's do this. Try to solve question 15 on page 129. What do you have to find out? Momentum before and after impact, that is P1 and P2. Also, final velocity v. What is given? Masses of both objects m1, m2. Initial velocities u1, u2. How will you do it? 1. P1 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. And 2. m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 plus m2 into v. 3. P2 is equal to P1. Now, come on, solve it. m1 is equal to 1 kg. m2 is equal to 5 kg. u1 is equal to 10 meters per second. u2 is equal to 0 meters per second. We have to find v, P1 and P2. Check units and solve. 1. P1 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. Therefore, P1 is equal to 1 into 10 plus 5 into 0. Therefore, P1 is equal to 10 kg meters per second. 2. m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 plus m2 into v. Therefore, 10 is equal to 1 plus 5 into v. Therefore, v is equal to 1.6 meters per second. Also, P1 is equal to P2, which is equal to 10 kg meters per second. Let's do this. Try to solve question 18 on page 129. What do you have to find out? Momentum P. What is given? M, S, A and U. How will you do it? 1. Find V using V square minus U square is equal to 2as. 2. Find P using P is equal to mv. Now, come on, solve it. M is equal to 10 kg, S is equal to 80 centimeters, U is equal to 0 meters per second, A is equal to minus 10 meters per second square. We have to find P. Check the units and solve. 1. V square minus U square is equal to 2as. Therefore, V square minus 0 square is equal to 2 into minus 10 into minus 0.8. Therefore, V square is equal to 16. Therefore, V is equal to 4 meters per second. It is a downward direction. Therefore, V is equal to minus 4 meters per second. 2. P is equal to mv. Therefore, P is equal to 10 into minus 4. Therefore, P is equal to minus 40 kg meters per second.
If you like our videos, do share them and subscribe to our channel. If you want awesome quizzes, write to us. Keep watching and keep learning with Walnut.